pressure and competition to get into the UI's College of Nursing is intense. Only 90 students a year are accepted out of 250 to 300 applicants. But not all 90 students will make it through year one. If students are going to drop out, it usually happens within the first 2 semesters.
There's so much of it, and that you go through it so fast. I mean, it's not uncommon to have 2 or 3 tests a week, every single week.
Like having any abdominal pain.
It's just so much that it's hard to be able to spend time on everything you need to do.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Johnson.
Time is a luxury these students don't have. Between their classwork and lab work, they take about 17 hours of class their first year.
Yeah, it's a lot more than I'm used to.
An average day for Peterson starts with class at 8 a.m., continuing throughout the day until 6:30 p.m. Somehow she'll fit in time for her job on campus before heading home for the night.
And after that, I'd probably still have homework to do and reading. And so, yeah, that's a rough day for everyone.
I'm going to have you blow out of this nose so that I know that it's patent.
But the days are rough for a reason. Professors need the students to have mastered important skills by the end of the 2 semesters. Skills learned in the classroom and in a state-of-the-art patient care center, where the students learn how to run an IV, administer a shot, place a catheter, check blood pressure, and do a standard workup on a patient. But the students don't work with the simulated patients for very long. After only 8 weeks, students start their 2nd semester delivering live patient care at the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics. By the end of the 2nd semester, they'll have 180 hours of real hospital experience.
You are really challenged to take that knowledge that you've gotten from those liberal arts and science courses, and on top of that, begin to take that professional responsibility for giving care to patients. It's a tremendous challenge, and it feels like a lot of responsibility.
They always warn you it's going to be extremely difficult when you go in, and that you're probably going to have a lot of sleepless nights. It's just so relentless that it can be very, very stressful.
The smallest error, the smallest medication error could potentially kill someone, and that's a lot on your shoulders.
Handling these kinds of life and death decisions early on prepares the students for their future in nursing. However, it's becoming increasingly difficult to keep nursing grads in state.
Iowa doesn't pay salaries as high as some other states, particularly metropolitan areas. So, you know, it is a challenge to keep our young, bright persons in the state.
On average, Iowa nurses make about $10,000 less than surrounding states, like Illinois, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, making it difficult to understand why these students put themselves under so much pressure in their first year of nursing and in years to come.
The needle, you're going to feel a slight prick. I've always heard usually when someone's in the hospital, it's not the doctors they remember, it's the nurses. You're going to help so many people when they're in a time of need. You're going to make a difference in many of their lives.
There's little doubt nurses make a huge difference in the lives of their patients, and that's what keeps these students going through long hours in the hospital and sleepless nights of study. But in order to make the impact that they're hoping for, they have to survive their first year. Jillian Petras, Daily Iowan TV.